Hello.
But the score, as much as I mind about the lack of everything, I don't see this one. You got it? Right. Let's play all day. Who wants to play all day today? Who wants to play all day today?
Me.
One last chance. Who wants to play all day today? On the count of three, it better be the biggest, loudest Wildcats I ever hear. Who wants to play 3 games today?
Wildcats!
Okay, let's go. Guys, have some fun here today, but play like you mean it. Need you right now.
I know. You guys.
Come
on, you guys. Power circle, guys. Let's go right now. I'm ready right now.
Good afternoon. We're here at Rancho Bernardo for a softball tournament in the 14 and under division. This is Division 3, Rancho Bernardo versus Escondido. Batting first for the Rancho Bernardo Rowdies is number 77, Jessica Cole. She takes the first pitch, ball 1. There's a drive down the third base line. It's inside the line, fair ball. She's in on base with a single. Jessica Cole leads off with a leadoff single. That'll bring up the next batter, number 24, Jenna Kovinsky. Kovinsky steps in. On the mound today for the Wildcats, number 12, Lori Harris. Jenna Kovinsky takes the first pitch, strike. Here's the pitch. Ball high. Cole goes down to second base on a stolen base. Pass ball. 1-1 is the count. 1-1 the count. No score here in the first inning. Escondido versus Rancho Bernardo, 14 and under, Division 3. There's a pop fly down the first baseline, and it's going to be caught in foul territory for the out. Specht, number 4 for the Escondido Wildcats, makes the catch. That's 1 down.
That's your cutoff right there.
That'll bring up number 12, Kelsey Murphy. Runner still on second. Jessica Cole. First pitch taken, ball high.
Hey, Erica, good job back there. Let's go, babe.
Leadoff single by Cole. As she's still on second. Ball 2 taken by Kelsey Murphy.
Actually, you get ready now.
2-0. I'd like to welcome everyone out once again for this George Langevin production here at beautiful Rancho Bernardo.
Go 12.
Murphy takes the third pitch for a strike. 2-1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Lori Harris on the mound, and she's humming that ball right in there right now. We got a 2-2 count. Infield drawn in on the right side for the Wildcats. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Swung on a miss for strike 3. That goes down as a K in the book for Harris. That'll be 2 down.
Okay, 12 on you. Let's go back.
Now batting, the cleanup hitter, number 15. Excuse me, foul ball on that last play. Foul ball.
Good job, Erica.
Murphy still at bat. Count goes full. One down. Runner on second, no score. First inning. Fouled off. She's battling in there for the Rowdies. Kelsey Murphy in there battling Lori Harris from Escondido. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Foul ball off the top of the backstop. We'll redo it again. 3-2.
Go, Ash.
Harris on the mound. Into the windup. Murphy holds up on the swing. Gets a base on balls. Now batting the cleanup hitter. Number 15, Erica Naylor. Foul ball. A long strike for Miss Naylor. Runners on first and second, one out. Robert Comp behind the plate umpiring today's game, along with Marie Nilsson doing the bases. My name is George Long. I'm your play-by-play announcer for today's game. There's a dribbler back to the pitcher, and safe. Everybody's safe all the way around. Just a little late by Harris getting the ball over to third. Bases are now loaded for the number 5 hitter, number 29, Jenny Sassetti. Ball low in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher for the Escondido Wildcats. Keep that ball in front of her. Ball 1. Sassetti steps in here with a chance to pick up a couple of RBIs. Call strike right at the knees. Harris delivers. 1-1. Beautiful day for softball here on the 14th of July. Couldn't ask for anything better than girls softball. There's a bunt. Pop-up bunt, number 29, Sassetti's popped up, and they try for the double play back at third, but everybody's safe around. 2 down.
Okay, outfield good batter, but she does bunt. We got 2 outs outfield. The runner's going to be scored. Heads up.
Ashley, back up a step. 2 down.
Now stepping in, number 88, Jennifer Poore. Jennifer playing catcher today. Top half of the first, no score, bases loaded. There's the pitch by Harris, a little high. 1 ball. These two teams did meet earlier this year in a scrimmage game. I do believe the Rowdies came out victorious. There's a pop fly in the infield, and there's a collision by the second base and the shortstop, but the out is made. And that's the end of the first half. With the end of 1 half of play, it's the Rowdies 0, the Wildcats 0. Wildcats coming up. Back to action here. We're in the bottom half of the first inning. Now batting for the Escondido Wildcats, number 5 playing catcher, Erica Banuelos. She takes the first pitch, ball 2 on Erica. Erica Naylor on the mound for the Rowdies. Swung on a miss. Looked like it was a bunt attempt. That'll bring the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, Banuelos playing catcher, leading off today for the Wildcats. There's a bounding ball to the shortstop. Let's see if it's going to be play. And she's thrown out the shortstop there by the Rowdies. Jana Kovinsky makes a fine shortstop play there, assisted by number 29. Jenny Sassetti. One down, one batter, one down.
Go, Ashley.
Now batting, Ashley Howerton. Ashley playing shortstop today. She takes the first pitch, strike one. Number 21, Howerton. Swung on and missed, strike two. Looked like she may have swung out a bad pitch on that when it was in the dirt. Naylor ahead on the count, 0-2. Coach Harris over there on the third base for the Wildcats. And there's a bounding ball down to third base. Coming up throwing for the second out. Out number 2, recorded by the Rowdies. That goes 6-3 on your scorecard. Kelsey Murphy on that play for the Rowdies, playing third base over there. Now stepping in for the Wildcats, number 12, Lori Harris. Lori pitching also today for the Wildcats. Timeout on the field. Pitcher against pitcher here. Naylor against Harris. Foul ball to the right side, hits the backstop, strike one. Naylor on the mound. Here's the pitch. Ball high. 1-1. Naylor winds up. There's a hit back up the middle, and it's going to be fielded by the second baseman for the putout. 1, 2, 3. They go in order. Number 9 for the Rowdies. Excuse me. Nicole Calla on the putout by the Rowdies. 1, 2, 3. They go, and at the end of one inning, it's the Rowdies 0 and the Wildcats 0. Top of the second inning. Harris still on the mound. We're up to the number 7 batter, Nicole Calla, who just made that last putout on the last play, takes the first pitch, strike one. Swung on and missed. Excuse me, that was Julie Terwilliger playing second base for the Rowdies. She made that last putout. This is Nicole Calla. She's playing right field. There's a pop fly behind the dugout on the left field side. Foul ball.
Okay, 2 strikes, Deanna.
1 ball, 2 strikes on the batter. .22 on the batter, 2-2. Nicole steps in there, top of the second inning. And there's a drive to center field. It's going to be the gap, right center field. Calla rounds first base and slips, but she's in there with a nice line drive base hit. Gets something started for the Rowdies here in the second inning. Second time in many innings as they've had the leadoff runner on. Stepping in there now, the center fielder, number 7, Jessica Hanley. We're back to action. There was a ground ball hit by the number 7 hitter, Jessica Hanley, back to the pitcher. They tried for the double play as there was the leadoff runner on. Everybody's safe all the way around. Top of the second inning, no score. Runners on first and second. Harris on the mound for the Wildcats. Now stepping in there for the Rowdies, the number 9 hitter, second baseman, Julie Terwilliger. There's a bunt, a beautiful bunt laid down. Sacrifice is good. Terwilliger does her job, moves the runners over. 1 down. We got runners at second and third. That play goes 1-3 if you're keeping score. Now we're back to the top of the order. Stepping in there, number 77, the left fielder, Jessica Cole. This is Jessica's second time up. She bounced the ball the second time to the right side. She's 1 for 1 today. Led off the first inning with a base hit. Was left stranded on third, however. Reached second on a pass ball. Timeout right now. She steps out to adjust her equipment. We're ready to go. Miss Cole batting from the left side of the plate. Infield drawn in. First pitch taken ball high. Cole has a lot of velocity, Harris has a lot of velocity on that ball today. Just strong arm. And there's a bouncing ball to the second base. They're coming home with it, and the play at the plate is not in time. 1 run in for the Rowdies. Runners on first and third, 1 out. Now stepping in, the number 2 batter. Playing shortstop, number 24, Jana Kovinski. Kovinski takes the first pitch, strike. She flied out her last time to the right fielder. She's 0 for 1 today. There's a drive in the center field, but it looks like it's going to be caught. Oh, no! A 1 run will score on the error by the center fielder. Runner still at first and third. 2-0 in favor of the Rowdies. We have a timeout on the field. Coach Harris goes out and talks to her troops. Playing center field for the Wildcats, Karen Morris. Maybe the sun got her in a bad place that time, but we got a ball game right here. As her outfielders kind of try to console her, it's okay, she'll come back. It's the nature of the game. Now batting for the Rowdies, number 12 steps in, the third hitter in the number 3 spot, Kelsey Murphy. Stolen base by Jana Kovinski. Ball 1 taken by Kelsey Murphy. 1 down. Second inning. Ball. Looks like it was a little high. Umpire Bob Comp behind the plate. At the knees, ball 3.
On the tree.
Base on ball given up by Harris. Bases are juiced. Number 15, the cleanup hitter, Erica Naylor, comes up. Swung on and missed, strike 1. One down. There's a drive in the left field. Going back to get his number 1, and it's foul ball. All that is a long strike. We'll redo this one again. Oh, 0-2 on the batter, Naylor, the cleanup hitter for the Rowdies. Bases loaded. Harris on the mound. She winds up in the 0-2 pitch. Little bit high, little high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. Struck her out. Now stepping in, the number 5 hitter, number 29, Jenny Sassetti. Jenny playing first base today. Jenny flied out her last time. She's 0 for 1. Takes the first pitch, strike 1.
Outfield good batter, can be ready. Rachel, one step in.
Harris throwing that ball hard now. She's throwing 2 hard strikes in a row. 2-0. 2-0 for the against the Rowdies here. Number 29 in there, Jenny Sassetti. Bases loaded. There's a pop fly coming this way. Out of play. We'll redo this one. Count remains the same. Jenny Sassetti still at the plate. Harris winds up, makes the pitch, and there's a drive back up the middle, ground ball back up the middle, runs, will score, fielded there by the center fielder. That'll allow the 2 runners to move up to second and third. We've got a 4-0 ball game here in the second inning. Now batting number 88, Jennifer Poore. Jennifer steps in there and takes ball 1. And there's a drive in the center field, and it's going to be caught for the 3rd out. But damage is done here in the top of the second. 4-run score on 3 hits, 2 men left at the end of 1 inning and a half. It's Rancho Bernardo 4, Escondido Wildcats 0. And we're back to action. Bottom of the second inning. There's a pop fly down the third base line, and it's going to be the first put out of the inning. Batting was number 99, Nancy Morales. She flies out to number 12, Lori Harris. Skill, I'm sorry. Now batting, number 2, Karen Morris, playing center field. Karen batting left-handed. She fouls the first pitch off. Strike 1. Kelly Murphy on that last put out there. The pop fly down the first base line, close to the fence, and it's going to be a put out by number 29. Sassetti on a put out. That's 2 down. Two batters, 2 outs for the Wildcats here. Now batting number 19, Schaffler. Schlaffer takes the first pitch, ball 1. Bounding ball back up the middle. It's going to be fielded there, rush. And she beats it out just barely. Schaffler on base, first base runner today for the Wildcats. Looks like they might have something started here in the bottom of the second inning. Now batting, number 22, Katie Moyner. Moyner takes the first pitch, strike. Erica Naylor on the mound for the Rowdies still. She's throwing a good game here. There's a bouncing ball down third base, foul ball. One and one on Moyner. Schlapper jogs her way back to first base after the foul ball. 1 and 1. There's a bouncing ball. Going to be fielded by the third baseman for the putout. That'll go 6-3 on your scorecard. At the end of 2 innings, it's the Rancho Bernardo Rowdies 4, the Escondido Wildcats 0. There's a line drive down first base line by the Rowdies. And again, for the third time in the ball game, and as in many innings, they have the leadoff runner on. That was number... Leading off for the Rowdies was number 20 again, Nicole Calla. She's playing right field. Leads off with a smash down the third baseline. We're here at the third inning, 4-0 in favor of the Rowdies. Timeout on the field. Looks like we have an injury timeout. The third baseman over there for the Wildcats. That's Nancy Morales. She took one right off the fingertip. She's warming up with the pitcher, Harris, and it looks like she's going to be okay. Ball one taken by the second batter here in the third inning. That batter is Jessica Hanley. Jessica reached last time on a fielder's choice. Scored a run. Foul ball. Reached on a fielder's choice last time and scored a run for the Rowdies. Gave them their second run. 1-1 on the count. Little inside, ball 2. Nobody out here in the top of the third. 4-0 is the score. Favor of the Rowdies. Foul ball. That'll bring the count to 2-2. Call strike 3 on Jessica Hanley.
Nice pitch. Get the out, Jake.
We got a few changes for the Wildcats. Number 2 went to number 2.
Now stepping in for the Rowdies, number 9, the second baseman, Julie Terwilliger. Oh boy, close play back at first as that catcher throws a snap ball down here and almost catches Nicole Calla sleeping, but she gets back in time. One and one on the count, high.
Go Wildcats!
Swung on and missed. Strike 2 by Terwilliger. Harris still has a lot of velocity on that ball. One down, top of the third. Calla on first. There's the pitch, it's high. 2 balls. 1 strike.
2-1. You got 3-1 over there. 2-2.
That's what I... 2-2 on the batter, as there's a discussion here about the count. Umpire Bob Comp says it's 2-2, and that's what we'll go with here today. 2-2. Ball in the dirt. Runner goes down to second. She goes in standing up.
Lord.
Swung on, foul tip.
go, Cal.
Rachel, you're too deep.
Foul tip, swung on a miss, but held by the catcher for out number 2. That'll go down in the book as a K.
Amanda.
2 down. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, number 77, the left fielder, Jessica Cole. Ball inside, brushback pitch. Miss Cole takes it for a ball. There's a bounding ball down the right side, and it's picked up there by the pitcher, Harris, and she throws it out. Number 19, Schlappler. That's the end of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 error, excuse me. Nobody, 1 man left at the end of 2.5. It's the Rancho Bernardo Rowdies 4, the Escondido Wildcats 0. Leading off for the Wildcats, Lietta Speck. Lietta Speck takes the first pitch, ball 1. Okay. Swung on, foul ball. 1-1 on Speck. Speck playing right field today. Lietta Speck wearing number 4. She's facing the pitcher, Naylor. Swung on and missed. Ball in the dirt, swung at a bad pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. She goes down swinging. Record that a K for Naylor. 1 down here in the bottom of the 3rd. Naylor in the windup. There's a hit down the 3rd baseline. That ball is fair. Rachel Blocker. Rachel Blocker smashes one down the 3rd baseline for a base hit. Only the 2nd hit of the ball game today for the Wildcats. That'll bring up the top of the order. Amanda Reed, number 3, now into the ball game. That looks like it could be 2. There's 1. A little off on the relay to first base, but they do get the lead runner. "5-4" if you're scoring it. Two down. Reed on first. Now in there for the Escondido Wildcats, number 15, Kelly Knapp, playing center field. Oh, and 2 on Miss Knapp. She stepped in there for Ashley Howerton, who batted in the first 2 innings. There's a bounding ball up the middle. This could be trouble, but not for the Rowdies. They go 6-3 on the putout at the end of 3 innings. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left. It's the score. Rancho Bernardo Rowdies 4, the Escondido Wildcats 0. Now batting number 24, Jenna Kovinsky. There's a smash and a line drive caught by the second baseman. Oh boy, what a play. Reed comes up with a, hello, I gotcha. 1 pitch, 1 out. Kovinsky on the line drive put out, 1 down. Now batting number 12, the third baseman, Kelly Murphy. First pitch taken ball low. I'd like to remind everyone this is a George Langevin production. Glad to be out here in Rancho Bernardo on a beautiful day. There's a bounding ball down the third baseline. Third baseman comes up. Oh, yeah, nice stretch by Slaffler, and they get her out. Two batters, two down here in the fourth inning.
Good job out there. Two down, Jake.
Now stepping in, the cleanup hitter and the pitcher, number 15, Erica Naylor. Call strike, check swing, strike on Naylor.
Hey, that's sick, bro.
Swung on a miss, foul tip, strike two. Harris still on the mound for the Wildcats, pitching very good here today, just a couple of bad breaks. But she's right here still in that ball game. Naylor takes that pitch for a ball high. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count.
Take your time, 12. Go.
Ball taken for ball 2. 2-2. 2 down here in the top of the fourth.
Watch that hole right there. Kelly.
Foul back. We'll redo it again. 2-2. The count remains.
Two down, Katie. Yeah. That's sick, Eric.
Count goes to full. 3-2 is the count. Harris on the mound into a windup. This is a payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled back. We'll redo the whole thing again. 3-2. Call strike 3 to end the inning. Harris still throwing that ball with a lot of velocity. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left at the end of 3 and a half. It's the Wildcats 0. The Rancho Bernardo Rowdies 4. Back to action here in the fourth inning. Now batting the Wildcats. And there's a drive in the center field. Base hit in the center field by number 12, Lori Harris, the pitcher. Fine piece of hitting there. Right, drives the ball right back up the middle. They have the leadoff runner on here in the fourth inning. Now batting number 99, Nancy Morales, the third baseman. Nancy takes the first pitch, ball 1 high. Naylor still on the mound for the Rowdies. Swung on and fouled back. 1-1. Looks like Harris was going on that pitch, but she'll retreat back to first base. Wildcats trying to get something going here in the fourth inning. There's a bounding ball, and it's going to be
Come on, there's no way! You gotta be kidding me! Come on, Brad.
Can I appeal that blue?
Jesus Christ.
Trail it to the plate.
Can I appeal it to this somewhere and let it just...
we got a timeout on the field. There's a looks like the second baseman, no, excuse me, looks like the leadoff batter, Harris, was called out for interference going to second base. We'll get the call here as the umpires discuss it. Robert Comp behind the plate along with Nancy. And the ruling is the runner at second base is out for interference. Maria Nilsson doing the base calling here today for the game here. She ruled her out on interference, and it was confirmed by the home plate umpire, Robert Comp. So we got 1 down.
So much for the meatball.
Meanwhile, back to action. The batter is now number 2, Karen Morris. Karen batting from the left side of the plate. She takes the first pitch strike. Takes the second pitch high, 1-1. Morales at first base, one down. Swung on, foul ball back. Karen is 0 for 1 today. She flied out her last time. Karen, number 2, playing second base. Bounding ball down the first baseline. It'll be foul. Runners will return. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. Bottom of the fourth, 4-0 in favor of the Rowdies. There's a drive, and it's going to be caught by the right fielder, number 20. Nicole Calla making the catch for the Rowdies. 2 down. That'll bring up number 19, Amanda Schaffler. She takes the first pitch, ball 1. Morales still at first base. Naylor on the mound, still pitching for the Rowdies. Snap throw down to first base. Morales gets back in time. Call, strike 1 on Schlaffler. 1-1. Bounding ball right back to the pitcher, Naylor, who throws her out. Goes 1-3 on the putout. At the end of 4 innings of play, it's the Rancho Bernardo Rowdies 4. The Escondido Wildcats 0. Now batting for the Rowdies, number 29. Jenna Sassetti, the batter. She takes the first pitch, ball 1. Sassetti takes the second pitch, ball 2. Sassetti playing first base today for the Rowdies, in on a couple of key plays. Takes it high, ball 3. 3-0. Harris still on the mound for the Wildcats. Good velocity on the ball for Harris, still throwing the ball hard. She gets that one in there for a strike. 3-1, 31 on the batter. Lori Harris blazes one in there for strike 2. We go to full count. Sassetti, the batter. Here's the pitch. Low. Base on ball given up by Harris. Sassetti is on. And I keep saying this over and over, but for the 4th time, the 5th time today, they have the leadoff runner on base. Infield pulled in at the corners. Schlaffler way in for the Wildcats.
They got to swing the bat now. Let's go.
Jennifer Poor, number 88 in there now for the Rowdies. She takes the first pitch, ball 1. 5th inning, 4-0 in favor of the Rowdies. Sassetti, bluffing like she's going to go to second base, comes back to first. Jennifer Poor, the batter. Three balls on Poor. 3 balls, no strikes. Sassetti at first. Nobody out here in the 5th inning. There's ball 4. Well, thought it was ball 4. We got 3-1. Excuse me, I missed one there. 3-1 on the batter. Sassetti goes down to second on the pass ball. 31 on the batter. Swung on, popped up, foul ball. I'd like to remind everybody this is a Division III girls softball game between Rancho Bernardo and Escondido. Base on ball given up by Harris. Jennifer Poor goes all the way to second base on the base on ball. Now stepping in there. Number 20, Nicole Calla. Nicole, 1 for 2 today, scored a run and got a base hitter last time up. And there's a drive in the center field. It's catchable, and it is caught there. Caught by the center fielder. Kelly Knapp on the play for the Wildcats. Throws the ball and holds. The runners hold. 1 down.
Hey, ladies, we have 1 out. This is a good ball, good stopper, good hitter outfield. Heads up.
Now stepping in, the center fielder, number 7, Jessica Hanley. Jessica 0 for 2 today. She reached on a fielder's choice and struck out her last time. Here's a pitch by Harris, and there's a bounding ball down the third baseline. It'll be foul ball. We'll reset it. Strike 1. Runners on second, third, 1 out. 5th inning here, 4-0 in favor of the Rowdies. Call, strike. Call, strike 2 on Jessica Hanley. No balls, 2 strikes. High heat, missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball 2. Low in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher for the Wildcats. Bang up job back there today. And there's a pop-up down the third base line in foul territory, and it is caught by Morales for the 2nd out.
Kenny, back up 2 steps. Watch the ball up the middle.
Come on. Come on.
That'll bring up the number 9 hitter.
Here we go, ladies. We're going 1. We got 2 outs. Outfield, straight to the TV.
The number 9 hitter steps in there for the Rowdies. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Stephanie Skaggs in there now, batting for the Rowdies. Number 96, Skaggs, takes over for number 9, Julie Terwilliger, who's out of the game. 1-1 on the count. Ball high. Harris throwing with a lot of velocity. 2-1. Swung on and missed by Skaggs. Nice heat there by Harris. We got 2-2 on the batter. Call, strike 3. And for the 2nd time in as many innings, Harris strikes out the last batter. At the end of 4.5, it's the Rancho Bernardo Rowdies 4. The Escondido Wildcats 0. Dolina Williams, number 16, into the game now for number 20, Nicole Calla. She'll be batting in the number 7 spot. Back to action. Naylor still on the mound for the Rowdies. Now batting. Number 22, Moyner. This is going to be a tough one. Bang, bang play at first, but 22. Katie Moyner beats it out on a beautiful bang, bang play. And it looks like the Wildcats again have their leadoff runner on base here in the 5th inning. See if they get something going with it here. Now batting, Lietta Speck. Lietta 0 for 1. She struck out her last time. 0-1 is the count. There's a bouncing ball down this third base. There's one. They get the lead runner, Kelly Moyner, for 1 out. It goes 5-4 if you're scoring. Now batting number 1, Rachel Blocker. Blocker takes the first pitch, low, ball 1. Rachel 1 for 1, had a base hitter last time. Bounding ball foul down the third base line. 1-1. Lietta Speck on first base as she returns. Umpire Robert Comp throws out a new ball. 1-1 on the batter, 1-1. Bottom of 5, 4-0 in favor of the Rowdies. There's a drive, pop up, and it's going to be fielded by the shortstop. Shortstop number 24, Jenna Kovinsky on the put out, unassisted. That'll bring up the number 1 hitter for the Wildcats, Amanda Reed. Number 3, Amanda substitute in the game. She's playing second base. And there's a drive down the third base line, but she's going to be put out. 5-3 on your scorecard at the end of 5 innings. No runs, 1 hit, 2 men left at the end of 5 innings. It's the Rancho Bernardo Rowdies 4, Escondido Wildcats 0. Top of the order, top of the 6th inning, number 77, Jessica Cole steps in. She takes the first pitch for a strike. Harris on the mound for the Wildcats. 1-1. Jessica 1 for 3. She reached on a fielder's choice, got a base hit in the very first inning. Popped out her last time at bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count on Jessica Cole here. Harris delivers a pitch. Low. 2-2. Two and two on the batter. Three and 2 was the count. That was a base on ball. Leadoff runner once again here in the 6th inning on for the Rowdies. That'll bring up the number 2 hitter, number 24, Jana Kovinsky. Oh, we got a runner leaving too soon off first base. Home plate umpire Robert Comp calls her out. No pitch on the play. Jana Kovinsky still in there, steps in there, and she takes a shot right back at the shortstop. Right back at the shortstop for the second out. That shortstop, Katie Moyner. Katie Moyner for the Wildcats. 2 down. That'll bring up Kelsey Murphy, number 12, the third baseman. Call, strike one. Harris still has a lot of velocity on that ball, and she's humming it in there.
Slow down and don't overpitch.
1-1. Ball high. Kovinsky pops it up. Looks like it's playable. And the shortstop does make the play. Moyner for the last 2 putouts for the Wildcats. At the end of 5.5, it's the Rowdies 4, the Wildcats 0. Now batting for the Wildcats. Number 15, Kelly Knapp. She takes the first pitch, call, strike. Knapp playing center field. Hits a hard grounder to the shortstop, and it's not going to be playable. E6 on number 24, Kovinsky. Knapp on first base. Reaches on an error. Once again, for the 3rd time in a row, the Wildcats have the leadoff runner on here in the 6th inning. There's a drive inside the line down the third base line. This could be trouble. Extra bases. We got a ground rule double on the play. Ground rule double. Oh, what a tough break for the Wildcats. Get a smashing hit down the third base line with a runner on, scores all the way from first, but it goes out of play, and that will be ruled a ground rule double. So that, therefore, the runner on first will end up at third, and the batter will end up at second base with a double.
She was almost touching her.
Coach Harris over there conversing with the umpire, Bob Comp. Nobody out. Runners on second and third. Now batting the third baseman, Nancy Morales. Morales steps in. She's 1 for 2. Second baseman comes over to make a catch on Morales for the first putout. Number 7 for the Rowdies. Jessica Hanley, the second baseman for the Rowdies, making that catch. One down. Now batting, number 2, Karen Morse. And she hits a drive into the outfield. It's in the gap, but it's playable and caught by the center fielder, who comes home with the ball, and there's going to be a play at the plate, and she's safe just outside the tag of the catcher. Knapp scores on the sacrifice. Runners move up. That's the first run of the day for the Wildcats. That moves the runner from second to third also. 2 down. Amanda Schaffler will step in now for the Wildcats. There was an appeal at third. Umpire Bob Comp says safe all the way around. Amanda Slapper. Slaps one up the middle to score another run. And it looks like the Wildcats have got something going here in the 6th inning. 2 runs in this time for the Wildcats. We got a ball game right here, ladies and gentlemen. Timeout on the field. Now batting for the Wildcats. Number 22. Katie Moyner. Katie Moyner now batting. She takes the base on ball. The runner still second. Amanda Slaffler goes to second on the pitch. And there's a hit down the third base line and fielded there by number 12, Kelsey Murphy, and she makes the play 5-3 on your scorecard. But damage is done here in the 6th inning. 2 hits, 2 runs, and 2 men left at the end of 6. It's the Rowdies 4, the Wildcats 2. Leading off for the Rowdies, number 15, Erica Naylor, the pitcher. She takes the first pitch, swung on and missed, strike 1.
On your toes.
Top of the 7th inning, we got a 4-2 ball game. Ball for the second pitch. I'd like to remind everybody, this is a 7th inning ball game, or 1 1/2 hours, whichever comes first. We're in the top of the 7th. Looks like we're going to get this one in. Swung on and missed by Naylor. I'd like to remind everybody, this is a George Langevin production. Glad to be out here at Rancho Bernardo today to bring you this game between the Rowdies and the Wildcats. Ball taken high.
Deanna, back up 2 steps. I don't want anything over you.
2-2 on the batter.
Go ahead, Lori.
Harrison the windup. Here's the pitch. And there's a drive in the left field. Beautiful base hit. And again, for the 7th time in 7 innings, the Rowdies have their leadoff batter on base. Stepping up to the plate. Number 29, Jenny Sassetti. Sassetti lays down a bunt. It will go foul. Strike 1. Trying to sacrifice Naylor over to second base. Looks like these Rowdies are trying to manufacture some runs here late in the ball game. Harrison the windup. Foul ball. Beat down along the first baseline. Hits the home team dugout. Strike 2.
Jody. Fourth and second.
Ball taken there by number 29, Sassetti. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Naylor on first after that smashing ground ball hit to left field. Swung on and missed, strike 3 by Sassetti. And Harris is still throwing that high heat and very effective here in the 7th inning. I got 5 strikeouts recorded by Harris today, and she's still coming on strong here in the 7th inning. Stepping into the plate now, number 88, Jennifer Poore. Takes the first pitch, ball.
Deanna, over and back.
Check that, first pitch, strike.
Coming to you, Phil, on your horse.
Squares around the bunt. Harris delivers the ball. And she lays it down. Foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes on number 88, Jennifer Poore. Naylor still at first. 1 down.
Deanna, you're ready to throw out at first. Good job, Philly.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes as umpire Robert Kump gives me the signal here. Jennifer Poor at the plate. Harris in the windup. She beats the ball down to third. Foul ball. Morales comes up with it. Nancy Morales coming up ready to throw, but it was a foul ball. .22 on the batter. Excuse me, 1 and 2. 1 and 2. There's a drive in the left field. The ball is catchable, and it is caught there by the left fielder, Rachel Blocker, on the catch for the second out here in the 7th inning.
Kelly, in a step. Come on, not that far back.
Now batting, number 16, Dolina Williams. Dolina's first time at bat. She substituted for Nicole Calla, playing right field. Count goes to 2-0. Naylor on first still, leadoff runner. Holds up on the check swing. Umpire Robert Kump says no.
Appeal. She doesn't care. Play ball.
3 balls, no strikes on Williams. Naylor at first. Squares around the bunt. Harris delivers a pitch. Call, strike 1 on Williams. Harris delivers the pitch. He's taking ball 4 high. That'll move the runner over to second base. Williams reaches on a base on ball.
Jody.
That'll bring up the number 8 hitter. Number 7, the center fielder, Jessica Hanley. And there's a drive, and it's caught by the shortstop. Line drive. Beautiful catch there by the shortstop. Kenny Moyner on that play. Keeps these Wildcats in the ball game at the end of 6.5. It's the Rowdies 4 and the Wildcats 2. Bottom of the 7th inning. We're back to action here. Leading off for the Wildcats, number 4, Lisa Speck. Lisa reached on a fielder's choice and struck out her first 2 times at bat. She's 0 for 2. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Foul ball, strike 2. Lietta Speck is the batter. Erica Naylor on the mound for the Rowdies here in the bottom of the 7th. Ball to Lietta Speck. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's now or never for the Wildcats. 4-2 ball game. Call, strike 3 by Robert Kump, the home plate umpire. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter and the left fielder, number 1, Rachel Blocker. Rachel takes the first pitch, ball. Blocker swings at it, foul tips it. Two balls, 1 strike on the batter. One down here in the bottom of the 7th. 4-2 ball game. Swung on, foul tip straight back. 2-2. Rachel hanging in there, battling Naylor here. Protecting that plate. 2-2. She's in here battling for it. Pitcher against hitter right here. Little Rachel Blocker not giving up an inch to Erica Naylor here on the mound. There's the pitch. And she fouls another one off down the third base line. We'll redo it again. 2-2. There's a windup, and there's a pitch. Pop up right back at the pitcher. Erica Naylor makes the catch for the second putout.
Way to make it work, Rachel.
That's 2 down. Got to bring up the top of the order. Amanda Reed now steps in for the Wildcats. Reed takes the first pitch, ball 1. Naylor throwing that ball with pretty good velocity, still here in the bottom of the 7th. She's gone all the way today for the Rowdies. Hard smash down the third base line, foul ball. 1-1. One and one on Amanda Reed. There's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down, bottom of the 7th. 4-2 ball game in favor of the Rowdies. There's a drive, but it's going to be in foul territory. Amanda Reed here battling Erica Naylor. Wildcats trying to stay alive here in the bottom of the 7th. Naylor on the mound, winds up. There's a pitch. And there's a pop-up. It's going to be caught and fielded there by the second baseman. That's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of the ball game, the final score, the Rancho Bernardo Rowdies 4, the Escondido Wildcats 2. My name is George Long. I've been your play-by-play announcer for today's game. This is a George Lanzavin production. Thank you. I'd like to remind everybody we do have post-game interviews. As soon as the players shake hand here and get situated, we will have post-game interviews for you coming up shortly. This is George Long. I'm here with post-game interviews with Jessica Hanley and Julie Terwilliger, players from the Rancho Bernardo Rowdies who were just victorious 4-2 over the Escondido Wildcats. I'll talk to Julie Terwilliger here first. Julie, tell me a little bit about today's game. What did you see that that you liked about the game today?
I like that how we played together and we won.
Very good. That's always a plus when you win. Jessica, you played center field today. I saw you make a couple of great catches out there. What are your team's weaknesses and strengths? What would you say helped you guys win this game today?
I think our strengths are, like, when we have runners on base, like, we always come through. We have a few players that, you know, always come through when we have runners on with a lot of RBIs, and I think that's always our strong point.
Okay, girls, I noticed that you guys had runners on base, your leadoff runner, every inning of today's ball game. Do you guys take a lot of batting practice, or what do you do to prepare yourself, you know, for this type of tournament match?
We practice 2 to 3 times a week, and almost every single practice we do hitting and fielding.
I see here, Julie, that you played second base today. Are you a second baseman?
Yeah.
And that's your constant position all year?
I also pitch a little bit.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, Miss Hanley, you're an outfielder. Do you play any other positions?
Yes, I do. I play second base, too.
Second base also. And you guys, I see you have a doubleheader coming up. Who is your next game against?
We're not quite sure yet, but we're sure we're going to win.
That's good. That's a good answer. These girls were seeded number 3 coming in today's tournament, and they have a doubleheader here immediately following this game. I'd just like to wish them both, Mr. Williger and Miss Hanley, the best of luck, and go on and win this championship. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
George Long here, back with the pitcher of the Escondido Wildcats, Lori
Harris.
Lori Harris. Lori, lost for names today. Lori, you pitched a beautiful game today. You had some tough breaks in the outfield. Your velocity was there the whole game I watched. What do you do to prepare for a game like this, Lori? And are you their ace pitcher on the staff here?
Well, probably share the position of #1 pitcher with the other pitcher, Kelly Reynolds, and then we just try to look at the hitters, most of the hitters that we've seen play before, and see how we can go about pitching to them.
I see you have played the Rowdies before, so you had a chance to kind of study these hitters?
Played with the Rowdies before also.
Oh, okay. You played with the Rowdies also. What do you do to prepare yourself for these type of games? You came in with your game face on the day, and to me, you just looked awesome out there. Anything special that you do?
I was just hoping to hopefully keep the runs down and not to get a whole bunch of people on base, but it didn't happen. But I was just hoping for the best. And
I see, Lori. You are in this tournament once again to advance. Is there an advance for your team now that you've taken this loss here today?
Yeah, we're going to, hopefully we're building up to go to the Nationals in Chicago, so each game we take, we're just learning from it, and we're hoping we're going to get as good as we can so we can get to the Nationals.
And that's a big deal, going to the Nationals. We started right here in San Diego County at Rancho Bernardo Field today. Lori, how old are you?
14.
14. And do you plan on playing softball in the future, like as high school or college?
Hopefully, if I get better.
Hopefully, if you get better. And she did a good job here today. They took it on the chin, 4-2. And I'm here with Lori Harris, the starting pitcher, and she went the whole distance for the Wildcats today. Good job, Lori, and thank you for talking to me.
Thank you.
Here with Katie Moyner, the shortstop, second baseman, infielder for the Wildcats. Katie, terrific game today. You took it on the chin. Once again, I hate to keep saying that, but you guys played pretty good. There was a couple of tough breaks in the game. What do you think you had the breakdowns at today, and what could you have done different to maybe win this ball game?
Talk it up in the infield a little bit more.
Talk it up in the infield. Do you plan to go on with your softball career? I asked that of Lori, and she said, yeah, what do you plan to do as far as your softball career?
Hopefully in high school, if I'm better.
And you're 14?
I'm 12.
12?
I'm going to be 13 August 11th.
I see. And what school do you attend?
LR Green.
LR Green. Do you have a softball team there?
No.
And is this the only softball team that you play on?
Yeah.
Very good. Tell me, what do you like about this league here that you're playing in today?
It's more competitive.
More competitive. Very good. Do you guys move on from here? When do you know who your next opponent is?
No, I don't. We're going to Chicago in like 2 weeks, but I don't know who we're going to play.
Very good. Again, we're talking here with the second baseman shortstop, Katie Moyner. Came up with a couple of big plays, as I saw today. Katie, I want to wish you the best of luck and keep up the good work. I'm here with Rachel Blocker and Kelly Knapp, players from the Escondido Wildcats. Ladies, tell me about today's game. Is there anything that you saw that you guys might have done different, or was it just one of those days when things didn't fall your way?
Well, we always have like one bad inning. If we didn't have that bad inning, I think we could have stayed in it.
And Kelly?
Same with her.
Same with her.
Yeah.
Kelly, what position did you play today?
I played center field.
And I did see a couple of fine catches out there made. I saw a couple of throws that you made to home plate to save a couple runs, as a matter of fact. What do you do to prepare yourself for these games?
I throw really long so I can get my arm ready for those long throws to home.
Is center field the only position you play?
No, I play left field and right field. I don't really like playing infield because it's too hard.
So you're basically just an outfielder, right? Yeah. And that's where you feel pretty comfortable. How about you, Rachel? What do you play most of the time?
Center field, left field, and shortstop, mainly.
Now, was this pitcher that you guys faced today, Miss Naylor, was she tough to hit, or what seemed to be the problem here?
We can't hit slow people.
Can't hit slow pitching. Was she throwing a little bit too slow? She looked like she was throwing about 50 or 60 miles an hour to me today.
Well, in the later innings, it was kind of getting slower and slower, so it's kind of weird.
It's kind of, she got you used to the fast pitching, so then your timing was off to come up with the slow pitching.
She didn't really have anything else but her fast pitch either.
And that's it, huh? No breaking balls, no curves, anything of that nature. Now, what do you ladies plan to do with your softball career from here? I'll start with you, Rachel.
I don't know how far I'm going to go because I play basketball too, and I'm not sure if I want to concentrate on softball or basketball. So right now I'm just sticking with both, but I hope to play in high school.
And Kelly, you?
Well, I'm playing traveling soccer right now. That's my main thing, but softball is my second, and I want to play in college and all, but I don't think I want to be really big in softball.
So you want to play which sport in college?
Soccer.
Soccer. Well, this is George Long. We've got a couple of lady athletes here from Escondido. I'd like to thank them for sitting in with this interview, this post-game interview with me today. Once again, ladies, wrapping it up once again here from Rancho Bernardo, a Division III girls softball game where Escondido was defeated by Rancho Bernardo 4-2. This is a George Landsman production. My name is George Long. We'll see you later.